Hi everybody, Gribbin here, and as we patiently count down the days till Security Breach is released, how are you spending your days? Me? I'm currently speedrunning the core games, conversing lore with friends, and what could and could possibly not be in the new one to come. I stream these games a lot, and one of the common questions that I get the most is, what's my favorite game of the franchise? So instead of giving you my favorite only, I'm gonna lay it all out on the table and how I would rank every single one of them with a brief description why. Now, disclaimer, and it's a shame that I have to remind people of this, but this is my opinion. Your list is probably not going to be the same as mine, and my number one is more than likely not going to be the same as yours. We're individuals, our tastes are different, and you know what? That's fine. We can agree to disagree. But don't jump down my throat in the comments section wondering why I placed your favorite Five Nights at Freddy's game low on this list. If you want to talk about it like adults, I'd be more than happy to converse with you in the comments section, and I will reply to everybody. So how am I ranking the games? It's not too much about the lore, it's about the playability, how the game makes me feel while playing it, and my overall experience with it. So without further delay, let's jump right into it. Here's my list of all Five Nights at Freddy's games ranked. Number 10. Five Nights at Freddy's Special Delivery Augmented Reality. What did Five Nights at Freddy's need? A Pokemon Go ripoff, of course. Animatronics show up to your house and you have to combat them by giving them a controlled shock, but first you have to find them. You can collect all kinds, plus you get lures and you get parts, and it feels very much like a Go clone. So in theory, this game sounds like it should be fun, right? So why is it at the bottom of the list? It's because I can't play the stupid thing. When I try to engage in a fight with an animatronic, the game crashes. I tried rebooting my phone, uninstalling, reinstalling the game, and it still has issues. And before you ask, yes, my phone meets the qualifications to play this game. The game has in-game emails you can read, and it has grammatical errors and symbols to make it look like it's glitching, but to be honest, I had so many problems playing this, I was starting to question if it was actually supposed to be in there or not. And the microtransactions in a Five Nights at Freddy's game, there's a dump truck full of them! This is the icing on the crap cake. For the price of 15,000 Faz coins and a tub of Faz coins plus a bonus, you can buy every single FNAF game on every platform. Sorry not sorry, this game is an abomination and I hope the only one of its kind ever. Number 9. FNAF World. Seriously everybody, what is this game? This is like Bizarro World fan game, but it's official. It's like Scott questioned everything he did with the Five Nights at Freddy's franchise so far and said, you know what? Pokemon knockoffs. This is where I'm headed. When I first played this, I knew I was going to hate it and have a bad time. And yet, that's not the case. This game has a charm to it. Is it the same formula as always? No, but that's okay. This isn't a AAA game studio charging you $60 on an experiment. It's an indie developer who took a chance with an idea and charged you about as much as a DLC for a full-price game. This game doesn't deserve the hate that it gets. It's still a lot of fun going around the world and collecting your favorite animatronics, plus finding all the glitches and the mini-games. Star Foxy, come on, I appreciate that. As a kid growing up in the 90s, do a barrel roll, that was a nice touch.
Do a barrel roll.
Do a barrel roll.
Sorry, I'm not sure what came over me.
I'm sure it was just the initial shock of it being nothing like any other FNAF game in the series, but as of 2021, the game is free. If you've never tried it and you're just on the hate train just to hate it, you have nothing to lose by downloading it and playing it for a couple hours. And the music in this game is absolutely phenomenal. Number 8. Ultimate Custom Night. Can you take on 50 animatronics all at once? There's more bears here than I'd like to be surrounded by at one time. 12 to be exact, and thank you, Fredbear819, for pointing out my earlier mistake. I was completely unaware that L-Chip is a beaver. There's just so much going on here, from flashlight jitsu to who's behind what curtain, what time to check the curtain, who needs a doll, multiple vent systems, sound cues, no sound cues, who goes away with heat, who's attracted by noise, coin collecting, random chicken flashings, and a wet floor sign. God forbid you get Mr. Hippo's jump scare because you're going to want to scream.
My
My friend, you have met a terrible, terrible demise. But, I don't feel too bad about it. After all, if it weren't from me, it would have just been from someone else, you know? I guess what I'm trying to say is life goes on. Well, for everyone else, life goes on, not for you. You're dead. But that's neither here nor there. It reminds me of one summer day in the park. I was having just a delightful picnic with my good friend Orville.
If I was determined enough, I could probably beat it, sure, but I feel conquering this mountain of a game would leave me a little unsatisfied once it was over, making me empty inside, probably never wanting to play it again. Or I'm just horrible at multitasking. I mean, either are plausible. Most annoying animatronic out of the whole game, Toy Freddy. Dude, you and your Abraham Lincoln hat. Play your own jump scare game like the rest of us. You don't agree? Let me know who your most hated animatronic is in the comments. Number 7, Five Nights at Freddy's sister location. Some of you may be wondering why this is incredibly low on the list, and it all has to do with my experience with it. The first time I played Sister Location was on mobile. I played the first night, didn't complete it, never touched it again. The next time I picked it up wasn't until the digital copy was released on PS4, and if you're new to my channel, oh my god, I go on tangents why that is a broken piece of garbage. I won't go into detail about it here, but be sure to check out my video on why it's so broken, and also how to beat Night 4 if you're struggling on PS4. But this game is meant to be played on PC. PS4 could have been great, but it was horribly executed. And even with all that said, why does it rank higher on this list? It's because Funtime Freddy, Funtime Foxy, and Ballora still get me every time I play it. And that's really what these games are all about, is getting a really good jump scare. I just wish it worked correctly on the platforms it was released on. Number 6, Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria Simulator. Pizza Sim for being a free game is surprisingly awesome. This game has some of the darkest plots to the story to this point. Candy Cadet is here ready to ruin a kid's entire childhood with its stories. The minigames hold more darkness than an unlit room, especially the puppet, and quite possibly the best jump scare scream to date.
I always come back.
The juggle of keeping the computer on and the fan running, all while printing out papers and keeping an ear out for the vent scraping, is just to have your fears come to fruition when you get an ad on your computer. It leads to some intense moments like you're about to die. The salvage aspect is a nice touch too, leading to some uneasy moments if you got an animatronic feeling froggy and it's about to leap, or if you juice it too many times and you lose the price of the salvage. All in all, best free FNAF game. Number 5, Five Nights at Freddy's. I feel the first one that started it all at least deserves to be in the top 5. This was the window for a lot of us into the Five Nights at Freddy's universe, but unlike most, my first experience was around November 2014 on my iPhone. I used to get to my job at the time super early, like still dark outside 3 to 4 hours early. So I would go into my office and I would play this at my desk with just my dimly lit desk lamp on. Seriously, Mike Schmidt had more light in his office than I did at the time playing this, and we already had ghost stories surrounding us about this building, so that was a nice touch. Anyway, playing with headphones in used to give me chills, especially when I had the misfortune of finding Golden Freddy for the first time. Let me paint a picture for you. So your phone volume is on max, and you just met Golden Freddy, you scream so loud you eat your phone, and now you're in a nearly pitch black room in total silence inside a building that's supposedly haunted. Fear, thy name is Gribben. I was on pins and needles wondering if I was going to hear running footsteps in the hallway and surprise Foxy busting down my door. Needless to say, I was hooked from that day forward. Number 4, Five Nights at Freddy's Help Wanted. Some of you may be asking, how can I even put this on the list, because it's basically 1 through 3 in VR mode. Because, dummy, it is, but it isn't. I thought that would have been obvious. Alright, so yes, it's 1, 2, and 3 in VR, but you can also call it FNAF 4 Reimagined with Funtime Freddy and Circus Baby. It also offers parts and services, which is jarring when you first walk in, being face to face with something that wants to eat said face. Mango and entered in vent repair, plus hard modes, and collectibles, and Easter eggs, and DLC, so there's more being brought to the table here than just 1 through 3 in VR mode. Plus, if you want the most horrifying experience playing Five Nights at Freddy's, playing this in VR is it. This game has already caught me a couple times making racing stripes in my pants. I only hope Security Breach is in VR too. Number 3, Five Nights at Freddy's 4. 3 words to describe FNAF 4. Sad, demented, and horrifying. This poor kid is really put through the ringer just to have his head crushed in at the end of the game and killed. Add the scariest looking animatronics at the time and you have a nightmarish concoction. What I love most about this game, it switches up the playstyle, demanding more of your sense of hearing over your sense of sight. It's a welcoming change to video games in general. So peering into a pitch black hallway with the only thing stopping me from dying is listening for heavy breathing in my ear like your girlfriend at my house last night. Sometimes it's instantaneous, and sometimes it's delayed. Like really delayed. But with Fredlets spawning on your bed, Foxy checking out your wardrobe like it's a Goodwill bargain bin, you need to take care of them ASAP. But you can't hurry Bonnie and Chica either, because if you think you're gonna get away with rushing them at the door, you're toast. Also, this is the only game in my life so far that I've been able to beat blindfolded. Yeah, I know there's a blinded mode, but where's the fun in that? Get involved 100% and take away your sight completely. Try it. It's a fun switch up. Number 2. Five Nights at Freddy's 2. I love this game because it's chaotic, but it's also fair. Everything including a music box is trying to kill you here. You barely have a moment to wipe the sweat off your forehead before you notice a faceless bunny in the vent or an armless chicken standing in front of your desk ready to bok your face off. The toy animatronics are a nice addition, but if they didn't have the withered animatronics in the game, it would be much lower on my list. Even though Bonnie is missing half his face, withered Chica in the vent and withered Freddy taking up the entire hall doorway are absolutely nightmare fuel. 10-20 mode in FNAF 2 is by far my favorite hardest difficulty in the franchise. I could pick this game up without practicing it in months and I'll be immediately wanting to play Golden Freddy and I'd be ready for that test of endurance. This game has started a hatred for me with Toy Bonnie, and anyone who's done 10-20 mode knows exactly what I'm talking about. Not only does he like to linger in the vent, he likes to linger in the room, making that music box tick its way down. I've experienced on more than one occasion when he'll actually glitch and appear with another animatronic in the room and increase the timer even longer. No redemption for you, Toy Bonnie, I will always hate you. It's time to board the hate train, get your ticket punched. Number 1, Five Nights at Freddy's 3. Oh, I can hear you angry typing already. Before you blow up my comment section, hear me out on this. I'm all about getting fully immersed into a horror video game. This one pulls me in immediately because of the atmosphere, the darkly lit office, the junky camera system, the props, the temporary feel of a horror attraction. And the one thing that this game has that the others don't is this looks the most realistic. Other offices and areas in other games can look realistic, don't get me wrong, but when the animatronic gets closer to you, they feel cartoony. However, when Springtrap is nearby, this animatronic looks like he's ready to throw down. People find this game boring, and I can get where they're coming from. Nothing happens on night 1, it's coming off the heels of Five Nights at Freddy's 2 where literally everything plus the kitchen sink is trying to kill you. You went down from 11 animatronics to 1, I can get how you feel underwhelmed. However, Springtrap is ruthless. You can go from bouncing him to camera to all of a sudden getting jumped by a phantom. While you're fixing whatever, he's in the vent system. Before you got a chance to see which vent he's in, he possibly could be 1 camera away if he didn't already kill you. Your entire strategy went to trash in a matter of seconds. And when he's staring at you through the window or the doorway, it's bone-chilling, and you know you're seconds away from a game over. Lastly, Springtrap is the guy. This is William Afton. Springtrap is the Jason Voorhees, Michael Myers, Freddy Krueger, Ghostface, Chucky, Pinhead, Jigsaw, Leatherface, Hannibal Lecter serial killer of the Five Nights at Freddy's universe. And being a horror movie buff, I feel right at home feeling like I'm stuck in a one-on-one battle with the main antagonist of the whole series. Buckle up, Buttercup, because it's a ride. It's the most underrated FNAF game of the whole series, and it's the top of my list. Alright, that's it for me this time. If you like this video, be sure to hit like and subscribe. It really helps me out. Also, be sure to join the community. I'll leave links in the description below. But until next time, stay happy, stay healthy, stay safe. Bye-bye. You're still here. Which means you found it. Congratulations. What did you find exactly? Well, my friend, you found my contest. So if you didn't notice, I left a trail of Easter eggs implying that Five Nights at Freddy's 3 was my favorite before you even made it to number 1. Did you notice any? You might want to take another look for them. Why? Well, because the first person that finds them all will win a $20 gift card for Amazon. Sounds like a nice down payment for security breach, huh? So how many are you looking for? There's 13 Easter eggs hidden in this video. What exactly are you looking for? You're looking for Springtrap, one of his many personas, or something related to 3 in general. How well do you know the games and the lore? Most of the games listed have at least one Easter egg in their description. Some have 2, and one has none. Here's some clues to get you started. There's an Easter egg in the intro, number 10 has 2, and number 1 doesn't count at all since it's the game that you're looking for. Post your list in the comments below. Now, with that said, there are rules which are very important, so pay attention. Number 1, all comments that have been edited are disqualified. If you post a bunch but miss some and you try to edit it later, it won't be counted. Delete your comment and resubmit. Number 2, before I post the winner of the contest, this video has to hit 3,000 views, so spread it around. Is the friend that you share it with actually going to watch it till the end of the video to find out there's a contest? I won't tell them if you don't. Number 3, I would highly advise not continuously clicking on the video to increase the view count. YouTube will pick up on that and it will stall out the counter until the real views actually catch up to the real number. You're going to ruin it for everybody and yourself. And number 4, have fun with it. And again, be sure to like and subscribe for more contests like this in the future. Happy hunting, and good luck.